Hey, you guys come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. I have not been live in a good hot minute. So you guys come on into the live. When you guys come on into the live, say hi, hello, hey, all that awesome stuff. So that I can see those of you that are joining us, those of you that are catching us on the replay, type in hashtag replay, leave your questions, your comments, all that awesome stuff. And I will ensure and make sure that I come back and follow up on your questions and comments. Those of you that are new to my space, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Beverly Walthour. I am a business strategist specifically for established Christian female coaches who desire to accelerate their income and their impact without compromising their Christian values. Hey. And so, you guys, this live is not going to be very long. I have been, just busy today, meeting with the ladies um that's in my May sales sprint. So we meet on Wednesdays. I had another call. Like, I've been on calls today. And so even when I had the call with the ladies that are a part of my May sales sprint, like I couldn't even hop off that call and post on social media about what was going on. I had to finish up my other calls, and then I was able to hop on here. But just having those meetings, and I call them labs, but having those labs with the ladies in my sales sprint and seeing the numbers. And so, literally, when I tell you guys, those of you that have been following me for the past few months, back in February, got this download about doing a prayer of Jabez challenge for Christian entrepreneurs. And so we ended up doing 2 rounds of those. Hey, Angela. And so, with those rounds and doing those 2 challenges, I really felt like God was telling me that I needed to focus back on working with my established coaches. And so, y'all know me, I try my best to remain in alignment with what it is and how it is that God is calling me and, calling me to move and support people. And so, literally within the past 10 days, so once again, we started the Jabez challenge, and like I said, we did an accountability group. We had a second cohort. And so, just within the past 10 days, the level of results, because I always talk about the fact that, when you make that decision that it is time for you to show up in your business the way that you have been called to show up, it is time for you to open your mouth. I was having a conversation with someone today. Us as believers in business, we can allow the world to shut us up because we don't want to look like, we're the Bible thumpers. The conversation I was having earlier, we don't want to look like we're not tolerant of other people, all of those things. And so we end up not even getting out there and having the conversations with people about how it is that we can support them through our products and our services. But those people that are in the world, those people that don't have a relationship with Christ like that, they don't have any issues out there, and being out there loud and vocal. The enemy has zero issues with spreading his lies, and they're way more vocal than we are. And so I really and truly feel like that was a part of the reason why I felt the press from him to be like, okay, you got to get back to, how you were supporting your coaches. Because my thing is, if you're out there and you're opening your mouth and you're letting people know how it is that you can support them, what it is that you do. So whether or not it's the relationship, career, your health, wealth, however it is that you support them as a coach or a consultant, then once again, when you're out there, there is the truth that's being pushed out there. And if the enemy is loud, then we have to be louder. And the thing is, we're not. And so, as long as they can continue to perpetuate the lies, if you look around at what's going on in this world, and there's so much demonic stuff that's going on in this world, and they're loud with it, they don't have any issues with spreading the lies. So, once again, what's keeping us in our mouths closed? What's keeping us from remaining consistent? So, we may get out there, but then we end up retreating when it doesn't look the way that we thought that it would, or when someone says something that now causes us to pause and start to question what it is that we're doing, versus us using that as leverage. Like, no, I'm going to dig in even deeper. I'm going to dig my heels in even more. I'm going to speak even louder. And once again, when I'm talking about speaking loud, I'm not talking about yelling. I'm talking about taking that message that you were given and how it was that you were called to serve your people, and putting that message out there consistently, and being persistent with your messaging, being persistent with ensuring that you get that information out in front of the people that you have been called to serve in your business. That's what I'm talking about when I say be loud. Be bolder. familiar with what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And so I know for myself, I have to lead by example. Like I have to be that example. And so even for myself, like I said, when I look, I'm like, man, I haven't been live in a minute, even inside my Facebook group. And so even making that decision. And I think for me, seeing the results from the ladies that's in the May sales spread, because I wasn't even sure if I was going to do another sales spread. But once I saw those results, so I posted it on my personal page. I posted it all over today because, like I said, I was super excited because my thing is they've closed over $70,000 in 7 days. And so it's 10 of them. So they're averaging, that's about $7,000 per person in a week. And what I love about this is the fact that for a lot of them, not a lot of them, all of them are established coaches. And so that means that they sold a service, they have an audience. So the thing is, for a lot of them, what had been working before doesn't seem like it's working anymore. So they're getting into this space where they're starting to question themselves, they're starting to doubt themselves, they're starting to wonder what's going on. And so the thing is, for a lot of them, they've closed in a week what they had been doing in a month or what they had been doing in 2 months. And once again, it's not like they changed, what it was that they were doing. We may have had to tweak some things. And one of the things that we may have tweaked was their pricing, because that's another thing too. Y'all know how I am when it comes to pricing. We have to stop underpricing our services and then getting mad and upset with God because the revenue is not coming in consistently. Or you'll put it out there, that new price point, 3 people tell you they can't afford it, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, well, let me go offer this $27 thing. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. My thing is, versus you creating a lower tier offer, we need to look at your messaging first, because some of you guys have not switched up your messaging. You're still trying to use the same messaging, but you're trying to sell at a higher price point, and that's not how it works. And so once again, so being able to be with these women, being able to see literally like the light bulb going off, them being like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm not crazy. I know that I've been called to the kingdom for such a time as this. I know I've been seeking him first in this thing. And once again, them being in a container with other believers in business, because y'all know how I am. If you've been in anything with me, you're always hearing me talk about be in the room, be in the room, be in the room, get 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 in the room. I sound like a broken record with that, because once again, it's something about being with other believers in business and they're closing at that level. Because think about it, that means they're having that level of impact. So I always think about the level of impact. So if I'm selling at that level, think about the level of impact that I'm now having. Think about how I'm now impacting a generation or 2 or 3, breaking off these generational curses, establishing these generational blessings across these bloodlines. Like that's how I look at that. And so, like I said, it's something about being in the room with other believers in business. And one, like I said, because these women, they've gotten to this space where they've been frustrated. And like I said, they're starting to question God, and they don't know that, like they can't figure out what the issue is. And so it's a beauty in them not having to try to figure it out by themselves. They now have not only me as the coach, but they have these other women where now they can bounce these ideas off of and ask them questions. And hey, can you look at this? And does this make sense? That type of thing. Once again, being in a space where they have that accountability. For a lot of you guys, if you could just remain consistent, and with the sales spread, it's over the month, so it's 30 days. I'm like, let's just remain consistent for 30 days. What would it look like in your business if you remain consistent for 30 days? You're having a conversation with your ideal people for 30 days. And just being laser focused over those 30 days. What would that look like? For some of you guys, let's just start off with 30 days. Before even trying to think about a 90 day, let's start with 30 days. And once again, the beauty in this, and you guys being able to see what you can do, the level of impact that you can do and create in 30 days. So like I said, them having the accountability, having the business strategy and the prayer strategy, being in the room, like I said, with those people that are like, I know that I have been called to fund the kingdom. I know that I have been called to fund the kingdom. That level of responsibility. And they're like, okay, hey, if I'm called to fund the kingdom, there's some things, some mindset shifts that are going to have to take place. There are going to have to be some shifts in my paradigm, the way that I'm even thinking about things, the way that I've been doing things. Like there has to be a paradigm shift as well. Once again, it's something about being in the room with believers in business that are closing 4 and 5 figure in a matter of days versus what it was for them before when they were doing it in a matter of months. Because like I said, these are established coaches. So it's not like they haven't been selling things. They have, they just haven't had that consistency and especially recently, and not at the level that they're desiring. So once again, it's something about being in that room when praise and worship breaks out. It's something about that. It's watching the Holy Spirit move through that room, watching the smiles that break out. Like I said, just the level of, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying, like that type of level. And I was like, okay, God, because like I said, I wasn't sure if I was going to run it or when I was going to run it again, because I wasn't sure. But once again, seeing these results, seeing these women and the conversations that we're having, and this relief that has washed over them, because they're like, okay, yes, I can do this, yes, like that type of thing. Like, it's such a beauty in that. And once again, if you guys have not been in containers like that, or if you haven't been in one like that in a while, it does something to you. Once again, it's that paradigm shift, it's the mindset shifts that you experience. And so the thing is, like I said, the fact that they're now generating in a week what they were doing in a month, or what they were doing in 2 months. Like I said, you think about the level of impact that means that they're now having on the people that they serve. And so, like I always said, when people ask, well, how are they doing that? Because that's always the question. I'm like, well, Belle, what's going on? How are they doing that? What, like, literally what I just described is a part of it. So it's that part with being in the room with other people. Like I said, we're looking at their offers, we're tweaking some things, we're tweaking their messaging. That's a huge part of it as well, having the tweaks to their messaging. Once again, so even when we're having our calls, which I call them labs, when we're doing our labs, it's a little bit of teaching. So it's a particular topic, and the topic is based on what's going on in the group. So each group is different. And so you'll see some people that may have done a sales sprint before, and they may do another one, because once again, it's based on what's going on with the ladies that are a part of that cohort. So it's customized. And so we'll have a short teaching, and then boom, we move straight into implementation. So no longer do I get to hear, well, babe, I don't have time. Yes, you do, because we're doing it during the time that you have carved out to be with us. Babe, I don't know what to post. Yes, you do, because we're going to have this script that you're going to use, and you tweak it where it makes sense with the people that you're serving. So whether or not it's a post you do on social media, emailing your list, whether or not they hop off and create some reels, short form video, once again, we do the things that make sense for their business, and that's in alignment with their business. So I actually had a conversation with someone today about them being a part of the June sales sprint. And so one of the things that she said, that she made a huge point about, and I'm always like, you guys have to be really careful about who you listen to. I've shared this story about a coach that I had that told me I needed to remove the word Christian from all of my copy, and I did. And then the Holy Spirit, with such a huge level of conviction, where I had to end up, having it all added back. And so she was like, Bev, as you were listening to me talk about what it is that you do, she said you didn't try to change what it was. And I'm like, I'm not about to get in trouble with God, when he's told you to do X, Y, Z. We're going to walk in alignment with what it is that he has. We're just going to look at ways in order for you to promote, in order for you to market your services. You guys always hear me talking about, I want us to be top of mind. I want us to dominate in our industry. When people are trying to figure out, well, do you know someone that does business consulting? Hey, do you know someone that's that does leadership coaching, executive coaching? We're top of mind. Like, that is my goal when it comes to how it is that we support our people. And like I said, just seeing their results, even the clients that I shared last week, where I was talking about the one where her inbox is blowing up. There's a certain content strategy that I gave her where she's doing this series, and every time she does this, she was like, Bam, she said, my inbox is overwhelming. She was like, I can't keep up. I said, well, first of all, pace yourself in your inbox. But for a lot of you guys, you're listening to this, you're like, my inbox is just as dry as it can be. But my thing is, it does not have to be that way when you have the strategies that are in alignment with how it is that you've been called to serve your people. And so even with her, and the one that, where her inbox is literally blowing up, and the strategy that I gave her for a series of posts to do, and with those posts, if you saw the screenshot that I had, a part of the strategy involves her being able to position herself as the expert. So she's educating she's educating her comments, and then she's also promoting as well. And that, Angela, that means there's something on here that you're supposed to hear. It just says she keeps getting kicked off. But it allows for her to position herself as the expert. She's educating her people, and she's also promoting all in one. Because you guys hear me say this all the time. We have to get out of this mindset that I got to give free value for 30 days before I promote. No, I literally show my clients how you can promote and give value all at the same time. I don't have to choose. It doesn't have to be either or. It can be both. But do you know how to do both in such a way to where literally people are asking her, hey, I need you to message me. Hey, what do I need to do to work with you? Like those are the types of comments that she's getting with her content. And so I'm always talking about, be cautious though about trying to copy what you see someone else doing because you don't understand the strategy or you don't know the strategy that's behind it. And so where you may see somebody, okay, well, this person posted this and they're getting all of this, all of these comments or whatever. That's not how that works. My thing is you need to make sure that you have a strategy that makes sense for you and your business, the people that you serve. That's another thing as well. The people that you serve and how you desire to serve them. It is not a one size fits all type of thing. It should not be cookie cutter. You should be working with any coach where everybody's doing the exact same thing because that doesn't even make sense because you guys don't have the exact same type of business. You don't serve the exact same type of people. The way that your business model is set up is not all the same. And that's the part that I keep trying to tell you guys. And okay, it's one thing when you can say, well, hey, I fell under this person's tutelage and I was able to be coached by this person. But like I said, if you're getting all the exact same thing, yeah, they may have a big name and a big brand, but are you getting what you need for your business and your brand? That is the question. And so that's the thing. And so, like I said, y'all know me, I like to keep my group small. I max out 12 at the most. Because once again, I need to be up in your business. I need to be in your inbox. I need to be in your Facebook group if you have one. I need to be on your email list if you have one. I need to be all up in your business. And I can't do that if it's 50 people. I can't do that if it's 100 people. Yeah, it might be good for me to be able to speak for those numbers, but it's not good for my clients. And so once again, I'm doing this for the people that I serve in my business. And so once again, I have to do what makes sense, even for myself. I don't want to have to serve 50 people. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, period. And so I don't. And so once again, so that's what I'm saying. Like you don't want to just copy what you see someone else doing either. You don't want to do that. You need something that makes sense for you and your business. And so, like I said, I was super excited with these ladies and the progress that they made, the excitement that they have, and just knowing that we've only been together for this week, for these 7 days, and they've made this level of progress in just 7 days. I'm like, well, shoot, I can't wait to see what God is going to do. But a part of it was me also getting in alignment. When he told me to go back and start serving these established coaches, I had to get myself back into alignment with how it is. And that's the thing, when you get into alignment, it's other people that's going to be impacted by what it is that you do. So once I got back into alignment with how it is that he desires for me to serve my people, boom, it had a ripple effect on the people that I'm serving, whether or not I'm working with them one-on-one or whether or not they're in my sales spread. And that's even for myself, that was a beautiful reminder, even to myself, about the power of being in alignment. For a lot of you guys, once you get into alignment with how it is that God has called for you to serve, I'm telling you, the results that your clients are going to experience is going to be, it's going to be a level that you couldn't even imagine, because once again, he's just waiting on you to get into that alignment. He's waiting on you to open your mouth. He's waiting on you to stop allowing fear to keep you where you are. And so, like I said, so whether or not it's how you serve, for, like I said, for some of you guys, it's your pricing. You're giving your stuff away for peanuts. And that's not how we were called to serve. Hey, Margaret, how are you? That's not how we were called to serve in our businesses. And so, like I said, I'm super excited. And like I said, I was gonna go live tomorrow. I'm like, no, I can't even sit on this. I wanted to have this conversation with you guys, and just share the excitement with the ladies that are a part of my May sales spread. Like I said, even my one-on-one clients, one of my clients, the way that her business has blown up to the fact where we can't even meet regularly like we used to, because she's doing all the, it's such a beautiful thing. And I'm like, God, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm just going to continue to be the vessel. I'm going to continue to be the vessel. I'm going to continue to talk to my people about how to market and promote, how to be top of mind, how to ensure that the programs that they're offering make sense for the people that they're serving, because I want us to dominate in our industry. I want us to be top of mind. I'm so sick and tired of people believing the lies of the enemy, because that's all that they hear. They don't get to see and hear us because we're so afraid of offending people. We're over here on the corner. We're so afraid about getting it wrong and all of that stuff like that. Those people, they're not afraid of any of those things. They're like, well, shoot, if this doesn't work, we're going to figure it out. The same way. Once again, your heart, your desire, your passion for how it is that you serve your people, and all of those things, you guys have the right heart. It's about being in that alignment. Once again, there is still business strategy to it. And for a lot of you guys, when you get that business strategy piece, in alignment with the spiritual piece to it, I'm telling you, the way that your business is going to take off. And my thing is, like I said, some of us just give me 30 days. Let's just take this at 30-day increments. Just give me 30 days to show you what it can look like. And so, like I said, I wasn't sure when I was going to run the next round of a sales sprint. But after I'm seeing these results, and like I said, me being in alignment with the sales sprint people, with my one-on-one clients, I'm like, thank you, God. So I'm going to do another one in June. We're going to have another cohort in June. And the difference is with this June cohort, there is a guarantee on this one. I am so confident, especially that I'm like, God, I got it. 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 Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. I have it figured out. So there is a guarantee for those of you that join us in the June cohort. And so once again, the way that it's set up, if you join us in the sales sprint, first of all, it's by application only, like it has to be an invite. And so the way it starts off, if you're interested in it, you can either send me a message, or there's a link out there where you can schedule a call. So either way it goes, we're gonna have to hop on a call. Like, it's not just you clicking on and signing up and joining the program. It doesn't work that way, because if it's a guarantee attached to it, I have to make sure that it's the right people in there. And once again, like I said, these people, they've sold an offer. Now listen to what I'm saying. I said you've sold an offer. I didn't put a price point on the offer, because if you sold an audience, if you sold an offer and you have an audience, then I know that you have something that your people want. Hey Pat, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. And so I know that you have an audience, and I know that you have something that your audience wants. And so my thing is, that's what I need you to have. I need you to sold an offer, and I need you to have an audience. If you have those two things, then that's the first part. The next part is, like I said, you have to believe in what it is that you do. You have to be committed for 30 days. Like I said, give me 30 days for the month of June. You have to be committed. And so we'll start off with a one-on-one session. It's a 90-minute call. And what we'll create is what I call your personalized revenue blueprint. And so we're literally going to map out which offer you're going to focus on, during our time together. What's going to be your main offer that you're going to focus on, the price point, your revenue goal. You have to have a 5-figure goal. It has to be a 5-figure goal for the month of June, at least $10,000, at least $10,000. Okay. For the month of June. So we're going to look at your offer. We're going to look at the price point to ensure that it's in alignment. The fastest way for you to actually hit your revenue goal without you being tied to your computer, because I don't believe in you being tied to your computer 24/7. I don't believe in that, period. I don't believe in that. And so looking at your price point, your offer, we're going to talk about how to market it. We're going to talk about your content. We're going to talk about all of that in a 90-minute period. And so depending upon when you join us, your goal first, once we have our 90-minute session, is to make your investment back before we even get started in June. That's always your first goal. Make your investment back before we even get started. That's the first goal, right? And so then once we get started, so the June cohort, our first session, is that the word? Like I said, I call them labs, because once again, it just goes back to me being a teacher and doing. I used to do these math labs, and so our first session will be on Wednesdays. So they're on Wednesday, June the 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So once again, because like I said, you're an established coach, and you sold an offer, and you have an audience. And so our first session will be on June the 7th. And once again, we'll meet each week as a group, June the 7th, June the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. And so literally, the way that it's set up, there's a daily tracker. So there's a daily revenue tracker in there, because once again, accountability, that's one of the things with the ladies. They don't have to do it on their own. They have this level of accountability that most of them have not had. But once again, it allows for them to remain focused. It allows for them to remain consistent. It allows for them, to remain persistent with what it is that we're doing. So we have a daily tracker. We have a daily check-in that we do, but we meet weekly, because once again, I need to know what's going on with you and your business. I don't want you to fall behind. Hey, Ebony, how are you? How are you, Ebony? Oh, I haven't spoken to you in forever. Hey. And so it threw me off track. So like I said, so we have the weekly meetings. There's a high level of accountability in that group, because once again, like I said, but these ladies are established coaches. These ladies know and understand the level of transformation that they have been called to have, the level of impact that they've been called to have on the people that they serve. And so, and once again, their thing is, their goal is to take some action every single day. So of course, the daily revenue generating activities every day. But this is where people fall down, because when people hear daily revenue generating activities, Once again, they're thinking that they are going to be tied to their computer. There may be days where you guys hear me say this all the time. You may legit only have 10 minutes to work on your business that day. And so the question is going to be, what's going to be the most impactful activity for you to work on that day? That may be all that you have. We make sure that you observe your business hours. So if you don't work on the weekends, you're not going to work on the weekends during the sales spread, period. The boundaries that you have established in your business, they are for a reason. God has boundaries. So we know we need boundaries too. So once again, we're going to enforce whatever your business hours are. Now, some people, and I chuckle with the ladies in the group because, like I said, I don't work on the weekends. So they've been in the group even on the weekends, just going. I'm like, hey y'all, I see y'all on Monday, that type of thing. But they're so energized, they've been so revived, like I said, because they felt like their business. It kind of reminds me about these dry bones and speaking to the dry bones, and these dry bones will live. Like that's what it feels like. That's what they described with their business. They really thought their business was drying up, like they thought it was dead. And so now the excitement that they have, like the revival of their business has been so powerful where they are excited. Like I said, I have to tell them, ladies, please go spend time with your husband. Go spend some time with your kid. Go take some time for yourself. Like it's okay. We don't want to create in our businesses the same type of mindset, the go, 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 go that we had in our jobs. No, you don't want to create that in your business. It doesn't have, y'all already know I don't believe in that hustle. Somebody had something like, hey, do you want to be an affiliate? It says something hustle. No, I don't. I don't subscribe to that hustle culture. Like I said, sound like it hurt, and I don't want no parts of that. I don't want any parts of that. But like I said, just being in that space with these other believers in business, these other women who are on fire for God. Once again, when I tell you, like I said, the praise and worship that breaks out, the prayer that breaks out during these times have been so beautiful, and just a reminder from God, because you guys know that I'm always talking about, like, it can be in alignment. You don't have to compromise how it is that God has called for you to serve in this season, that type of thing. But I believe for some of you guys, just being in a container with other believers in business, those people who are kingdom minded, those people that know and understand that, first of all, you have a call. Second of all, once again, the level of impact that you're supposed to have in the kingdom is not something to play with. Like they don't play with the call that's on their lives. And so once again, that is the beautiful thing too. So like I said, that's how come they were able to generate that level of revenue. Like I said, when I saw that, I said 71,891. What we doing? I'm like, well, maybe next week we need to go for 100,000. I'm just saying, I'm that coach where I'm just gonna put it on out there. Like maybe next week we need to go for 100,000. Like how beautiful would that be? But like I said, because like I said, it always makes me think about the level of impact that you're able to have at that level. And so, like I said, if you guys are interested in my June cohort, because once again, I was not sure until then, or until today, that when I was going to do the next one. But this is the guarantee, because like I said, you have to have a 5-figure goal for the cohort. Like this is not something we like, man, $3,000. No, I'm sorry, that's not it. You have to have a 5-figure goal for the cohort, so that means a minimum of $10,000. And so once again, because I have to vet each person that comes in, I have to have a conversation. So you cannot just click on the link and go pay and sign up. That's not how this works. I literally have to have a conversation with each person that is a part of the cohort, because I have to make sure, one, you're gonna mesh with other people, and then like I said, I really have to have a conversation with you about what it is and how it is that you feel like God is calling for you to move in this season. And so once again, having those conversations. And once again, just like with these ladies, like I said, seeing the results in a week. And so that's why I'm so confident about this guarantee that you will generate at least 10,000. That's the minimum. That's the minimum. That's the minimum. So you will generate at least 5 figures in the month of June. If you do not, then we will keep working together until you do. But I'm not even worried about it, because once again, even from this example, I see the types of women that are in there. So if I invite you in, then I'm already confident that you're going to be able to do it. Because, like I said, I'm looking at what these women are doing, how they're doing it, what's going on. And like I said, with my one on one clients, and I clearly see the pattern now. And it makes so much sense. And I'm like, God, thank you. But like I said, I had to get myself back into alignment as well. So that's why, even for a lot of us, like I said, when you get yourself in alignment, and I know this is one of the reasons why he's pushing me, because like I said, all of this demonic stuff that's out here, and the fact that they don't have any issues with doing what they're doing, talking about what they're talking about, and they do it loud. And I am determined that we're going to do it louder. We're going to be bolder in what it is and how it is that we have been called to serve our people. We are going to dominate in our industry. And so once again, so if you are interested in the June cohort, so once again, our first session as a group, we're going to kick off on June the 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, there is a guarantee that if you join us, like if you're invited in, now, like I said, let me make this clear. Let me make this clear. Now there are some things that you're going to have to do. Like I said, there's a daily tracker that we have, there's a daily check-in that we have, and you have to come to the session. Like, you can't just sign up and then just think it's going to magically fall in your lap. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You're going to actually have to show up and do the work, that type of thing. But like I said, if you show up, if you do the work, if you trust me for these 30 days, just trust me for these 30 days, you're going to generate at least on the low end 10,000. The most anyone has ever made in a sales sprint with me has been $50,000 in a month. That's been the most that they've done. But like I said, if that is you, and if you are interested in joining us in the June cohort, I want you to shoot me a message, because we need to have a conversation. Because my goal is to go ahead and start doing these one-on-one calls. Go ahead and create your personalized revenue blueprint, and so that you can go ahead and make your investment back before we even get started on June the 7th. That's what I want your first goal to be. I want to make my investment back before we even kick off on June the 7th. And so everything else that you're doing is pure profit. Like, you don't have to worry about how I'm gonna pay it back. You already got that part taken care of. And so, like I said, so that's going to be for the month of June. So if you're interested, the investment is $2,000 if you pay me in full, or four biweekly payments of 500 if you qualify for Afterpay. So once again, $2,000 if you pay me in full, or four biweekly payments of $500 if you qualify for Afterpay, or you can do two payments of $1,250, two payments of $1,250. So once again, $2,000 if you pay in full, four biweekly payments of 500 if you qualify for Afterpay for that, or two payments of $1,250. So if you're interested in the June cohort, so y'all gonna see my face every day, maybe not live, between now and the end of this month, because once again, I have seen the power in the way that this is set up. The blueprint has been figured out, and so now my goal is to get as many coaches. Them remember that the cohorts are maxed out. It'll be between 10 and 12. So 12 at the most, 12 at the most, because like I said, I need to be all in and out your business, and I can't do that with a group of 50 people. I don't even have a desire to do that. So I need to be all in and out your business, that type of thing. So once again, if you are interested in the June cohort, shoot me a message. I probably won't get back to it today because it's 9:32 here. But shoot me a message and I'll respond back to you tomorrow. But your first goal would be, like I said, we'll have a conversation about the programs, what it is that you're doing, how you offer all of those good things, because I have to ensure that it's a good fit, because like I said, I figured out the blueprint to it. And so, like I said, that's why I'm so confident about offering the guarantee. But once again, it's not going to be for everybody. And I understand that. That's why I have to have these conversations with people. So if you're interested in the June cohort, shoot me a message. We'll have a conversation about it. And then our goal is for you to go ahead and get your personalized revenue blueprint, have that session so that you can go ahead and generate your investment back. And then once again, we kick off as a group. Our first group session will be on June the 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We meet as a group every week for the rest of the month of June. And then, like I said, every single day, your goal is to do a daily revenue generating activity. We will talk about, even in your sessions, like, once again, what makes sense for you and your business, your content, your marketing plan, all of those things. So you will literally have everything mapped out that you need, and you just follow your blueprint. And once we get into the group sessions, you will realize that everyone's plan is not the same. And that's the beauty in what this is. You shouldn't be trying to copy what someone else is doing. That's not how we were called and designed to operate in the kingdom. We weren't called and designed to operate that way. We all have unique gifts, and that's what we need to focus on, our own unique gifts. We have to stop trying to copy what we're seeing other people do because it worked for them. No, you get your strategy that works for you and your business. Okay. All right, you guys. So that's all that I have. So once again, I was so excited once again with the results. Just in the past 10 days with the ladies that are a part of the my May sales sprint, and then my private clients. Like, I'm so excited. And because I have this excitement, like, you're gonna see me even more every single day. Some of you guys gonna see me in my inbox. Well, I'm in your inbox having a conversation. I'm gonna invite you. You're gonna just send me yes or no. If you can't make it, okay, that's cool, that's fine. But I'm at least going to say I'm going to make the invitations. So once again, I'm just saying this part right here. Y'all don't understand how excited I am. Y'all do not understand how excited I am. And because I think about the level of impact and the ripple effect that we get to have. Oh my gosh, like that prayer of Jabez challenge, like that was such a huge game changer for me. Um, God is good. That's all I can say. God is absolutely good. He is amazing. I am excited. I really am. I really am. So, like I said, if you are interested in the June sales sprint, please shoot me a message. We will have a conversation about it. Once again, there has to be a 5-figure goal that you have set for the month of June. Once again, you have to know and understand that our goal is create massive impact for the month of June. Just give me 30 days. Just give me 30. We're not gonna worry about that. Just give me 30 days. Just give me 30. Trust me over these 30 days, the month of June. So once again, it's going to be massive impact that you're creating. There's massive accountability for a lot of you guys. The level of accountability is going to be that thing, one of those key elements, those key pieces for you and to you. And then, like I said, taking massive action on a daily basis. And once again, I finally figured it out. And so that's why I'm so confident in offering this guarantee. That's also a part of the program that you will hit at least 10,000. That's on the low end. You'll hit at least $10,000. During the month of June. And once again, for an investment of only $2,000. $2,000 if you pay in full, or 4 biweekly payments of $500 if you qualify for Afterpay, or 2 payments of $1,250. Okay. All right. So if you guys have any questions for me, yes, 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 yes. If you guys have any questions for me, once again, hit me up in Messenger. Like I said, I'm going to bed. But I'll definitely get back to you guys in the morning. And like I said, don't be surprised if you see my little bubble pop up in your messenger. Don't ignore me. I see when you read my messages. Don't ignore me. If you're not interested or whatever it is, just say, "Man, not at this time." I'm like, "Okay, cool," and I'll keep it moving. How about that? Okay. All right, you guys. So once again, if you have any specific questions for me, feel free to reach out to me. I am so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So you guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and I will see you guys on the other side of this live. You guys take care. Take care. Take care.